CREEPMAS. Ever heard of CREEPMAS?
No.
Creep
Weakness?
CREEPMAS. CREEPMAS. I'm a big Krampus fan. So look. Hold on. I even got the jersey. Come on, guys,
Oh
Krampus.
boy. Okay, okay, I see.
I even got the hat, Krampus hat. You know, I'm all about
Right.
Krampus, man.
Just adding the Krampus element to it. I don't. I think I'm good, man. I'll take a pass on that.
Believe it or not, even at that Christmas spirit store, I saw Snoop on a stoop. You seen this? I mean, I don't know what he's gonna try to do. I don't know if he's trying to get high with my kids. You know, he's gonna be offering them blunts.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off, go straight for 3, and record my reaction and send it to you. And I'm gonna realize how sick both of you are.
Oh boy.
Alright. Enjoy that.
Kevin McAllister is a psychopath. Imagine you're a 10-year-old, you're thinking, how can I really hurt these guys? Welcome to another episode of the Cinema Subway, where every movie's a stop on the line. Your guests, as always, Carlos, Gabby, and Akash. New haircut, Akash.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Akash. I'm,
Hey,
I'm
what's going?
I'm a little sick this
You a little
morning.
sick?
I'm
Under
a
the
little
weather?
under the weather. Yeah, yeah.
All
You
right,
know, I
I hear that.
I I caught some. They call it arthritis. That's what I caught. Yeah, that's why I might look a little different. I might sound a little different, but
All right,
the
yeah.
train keeps rolling.
Just a
You know,
Yeah.
little,
we're
just
here,
a
we're
little.
grooving. Yeah, just a little bit. Not enough to notice.
All
So,
right.
Yeah, just a little.
we're good. We're good. We're good, baby. We're good.
Yeah, how was your guys' Thanksgiving?
It was great. Yeah, I had to cook for 30 people, but everything came out really well, and I was exhausted, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Akash?
mine was good too. I stayed home. I made food for myself.
Nice.
Uh, watched some movies. Waited for my girlfriend to come back home from her flight attendant job. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, things that Akash would do.
yeah,
You know.
What?
definitely. Unfortunately, I was ill. I missed Thanksgiving. My whole family was sick. If you're a
No.
parent, if you're a parent, you know when a kid comes home sick from school, the whole house gets infected. So we didn't do much of anything. We just lay low, and watched movies, and just got better. The only little shiny moment over the weekend, we decided to trek to. I don't know if you guys heard of the store, Christmas Spirit, or what was once Spirit Halloween a few months ago.
So they turn into Christmas spirit.
Yeah, so this is, I guess, a new way for Spirit Halloween to get more money out of our pockets.
Smart.
Since they already rent the space as it is, they don't want to give up the space. They decided only a few stores, not every Spirit Halloween. They've turned them into a Christmas Spirit, so they sell, uh, the usual Christmas stuff. You know, the inflatables, the Santa, the animatronics. But there's a section dedicated to what I guess this is a new coin term, CREEPMAS. Ever heard of CREEPMAS?
No.
Weakness?
CREEPMAS. CREEPMAS.
Nah.
Which for me is cool because I'm a big Halloween guy. Love Halloween. So this is kind of like a nice little segue into going into the holidays, right? I like to it feels like Halloween's over and then boom, it's like completely over. Like people just shut their door on the holiday, and a lot of us are left like, what? What's going on? You know, because gosh, we watch horror movies all year long, right?
Yes, we do.
Where most
That is
people
a thing
only
that Akash does.
right, and where most people only watch horror movies during the month of October. So I like the segue. I like this Christmas Creepmas Christmas spirit. But anyway, we went into the store, and my wife turned into from excitement to horror because there was a lot of adult themed items in there, like very explicit and offensive. You know, there's a whole section of Christmas sweaters, Spirit Halloween, Christmas Spirit Christmas sweaters that has you know, like let's like they have a South Park one with Cartman saying "Jingle my balls." You know,
What?
It was
you
kind of
know.
And you
like the
bought it, right?
Spencer's.
And you bought
No,
that?
no, no. I didn't buy it. I'm giggling and I'm taking pictures of it, and my kids are giggling, and my wife is in horror because for her Christmas is, you know, it's Santa, it's snowflakes, it's the
Wholesome.
colors,
It's
wholesome.
wholesome, and it's
Thank you.
yeah,
It's
it's not
wholesome. So
creepy or gross.
right. So she was willing to accept the creepy part of it, and but she was not on board with the offensive stuff. And then as we're walking through the store, she's like, "Okay, let's get out of here." I'm like, "No, we drove 45 minutes to get to this store. I'm not leaving right now. Let's walk through the whole store." She's like, "No, I'm done." She didn't even want to wait for Santa. There was an opportunity to take photos with Santa, a real life Santa Claus, and she didn't want to even wait for the guy. She was like, and the straw that broke the camel's back. We're walking through the mugs, and there's a mug with two breasts on the mug, and she's like, "Ah, my young kid." She's like shielding my kids' eyes like they haven't seen boobs before. They're laughing, and of course I'm taking the opportunity to make some jokes, but it was enough for her to say, "This store sucks. Let's get the hell out of here." But it did remind me of a favorite character, which they had plenty of there, and it's Krampus. You guys know who Krampus is?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
about to ask. Was the Santa guy Krampus themed, or was he just like a regular Santa?
Nah, he was a regular Santa. Jolly
That's
old Saint Nick. Yeah.
Or you
yeah.
missed an opportunity.
Yeah, missed opportunity. But they had plenty of Krampus stuff, which I was very excited for. I mean, I'm a big fan of Krampus. I didn't know about this holiday until up to like 12 years ago. It's funny. I'll show you what brought me to that particular holiday. It was this sneaker. This sneaker came out 12 years ago. It's a Krampus sneaker. You can see Krampus on the tongue there. And
That's-
as a sneakerhead, I was like, "Oh, this sneaker looks freaking cool. I like it." And then when I started looking into it, I'm like, "Oh wow, it was based off of Krampus." I'm like, "Who the hell is Krampus?" And for most, maybe for most of our audience, they don't know who it is because it's not really a celebrated holiday here in the States. It's a Central Eastern European holiday,
Mhm.
where and for most, I guess for most American audiences, they were introduced to Krampus via the movies. I mean, you guys watched Krampus the movie,
Mhm.
right? The horror.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it really is an iconic Christmas character that doesn't get that much love here. Uh, and up by my part, I just missed a Krampus night where people were dressed up as Krampus, and you can go and get drunk and go watch creepy festivals and things like that, and little shops selling, their DIY crafts, having surrounding this particular holiday. But it led me to think, you know, uh, creepy Christmas movies. Krampus is one of them. Uh, and they made a lot of Krampus movies. I looked into it. There's a lot of them that I don't know if I even want to sit through them because they got really bad reviews. I think
Yeah.
I've seen only two of them, but I looked up. There's like 8 to 10 of these movies. Not
Yeah, I've
just for
So
only
the
seen the 2015 one. I
yeah,
mean,
that one.
that one wasn't very good, to be
That
that's
honest.
one
the
was good.
that's the one with Tony Collette, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Scott.
Yeah,
Right.
that one was pretty good. I mean I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean again, I'm a big Krampus fan. So look, hold on. I even got the jersey. Come on, guys,
Oh
Krampus.
boy. Okay, okay, I see.
I even got the hat, Krampus hat.
Okay.
I'm all about
Really,
Krampus, man.
really repping Krampus. So wait, if that 2015 movie isn't good, Akash, which one are you talking about that's good?
None of them.
None of them?
None of them. The 2015 one is the only one I've seen. And once I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this
Wow,
concept.
done.
I'm
Done with
good. Yeah,
Krampus.
You
yeah.
done with Krampus?
I'll stick to Christmas themed horror, slasher, thriller, whatever, but I don't know, just adding the Krampus element to it. I don't. I think I'm good, man. I'll take a pass on that.
Yeah, I think that character definitely had its moment in the sun, and I don't see any Krampus movies being made in the near future. It might need a resurgence of interest from people to make that happen again.
So that 2015 movie, that's the only one you thought was interesting enough, or
I think it kept pretty close to the mythology of Krampus. Because his whole thing is he takes care of naughty kids. Where Santa rewards them, he punishes them for being naughty. So, he kidnaps them, puts them in a sack, beats them with a stick, and then he devours them. It doesn't get more horror than that. That's that. I mean, I can't imagine growing up in Europe and listening to this story as a kid. I'd be
Yeah,
shitting my pants. I would be in
that's
the
pretty
best
rough.
behavior. I would not be naughty, knowing that I'm gonna get kidnapped by a half goat, half demon entity. Can't mess with that, man. Can't mess with the gifts.
that's fair. That's fair.
But
I agree with you.
nowadays, okay, nowadays, what do kids have? Elf on the Shelf, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing scary about Christmas.
No,
They
there
say
is.
you're
I mean,
naughty, but then you get everything anyway, so
yeah,
you're on the list, but
you
then
know,
what? Nothing.
right, exactly. There's got to be something that keeps kids in line for the month of December to keep them acting good, because kids are just bouncing off the wall, acting up, and Elf on the Shelf isn't doing it. And believe it or not, even at that Christmas spirit store, I saw a Snoop on a stoop. You've seen this? They got a little miniature Snoop Dogg doll dressed in like an elf suit that you prop up on a shelf. I guess he's supposed to be watching your kids. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna try to do. I don't know if he's trying to get high with my kids. He's gonna be offering them blunts.
Maybe.
You
I
know,
know that was a meme for a while, just like having Elf on a Shelf meet blah blah blah. So I guess Snoop on a Stoop was the next evolution of that.
I guess, man. I mean, that's nuts.
Wow, I kinda want that now. Just
You
put him
want
on the
this?
street. I
I
want
don't know.
Snoop,
He
yeah.
he might be offering you blunts and joints to smoke.
I'd rather have Snoop than what does the elf give you? Doesn't he, like, cause chaos? The elf is supposed to, like.
No. So the trick with Elf on the Shelf is it's more work on the parents. The
Yeah, so
idea,
he causes chaos.
yeah. So the idea is, yeah, he's causing chaos to the parents because we gotta wake up
Yeah,
in the middle of the
exactly.
night to pose him. But he's supposed to keep an eye on kids and report back to Santa if the kids are acting naughty. But you gotta
Oh,
wake up. You gotta wake up before the kids do, and then move them around the house so that the kids think that he's actually moving around the house. That you're the ones creating the magic that this elf in the shelf is. He's up and around at night and doing elfy mischievous things.
mm,
But yeah, if you guys take a look at like creative ways to pose your elf on the shelf, you're gonna find some really really funny ones, man. I mean, some not meant for kids to even look at, but hey, you know.
parents gotta be
But yeah,
creative.
yeah. But any other creepy Christmas horror movies that you guys enjoy around these times? I mean, I got a couple that are cult classics in my opinion.
I'm gonna
You
let
guys,
Akash go because Akash actually, yeah, he's good with slashers and horror, so I'm actually very interested in what Akash has to say.
Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily do the whole Krampus theme stuff, like I said before, but I do like slashers. Black Christmas is one of the ones that I watch on a yearly basis, I would say. I think it
yeah,
came
Black
out
Christmas is good.
2006, the one I'm referring to. That's the one with Katie Cassidy. She plays in I don't know if you guys heard of Arrow, the Green Arrow show on CW.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Yeah, she was in that for a while as Black Canary. And some other people too, but they're not really notable. But yeah, I mean, this movie's also not that good, but I just like it just because it's a Christmas themed slasher film.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, recently we got Terrifier, Terrifier 3. which is amazing. I can go into a whole rant about that, so I won't. Uh, but yeah, I mean, those are the two I have in mind so far.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Akash, that Terrifier 3 is definitely a modern horror Christmas classic. I'd say definitely it's definitely up there, and there's not that many. I mean, I guess there are many, but you know, if you want to put a top 10, Terrifier 3 definitely belongs on that list.
Oh, absolutely. They it went balls to the wall this year, man. Like
Yeah.
Art definitely earned his spot in the iconic slasher characters. Just having it based around Christmas though is just icing on the cake. Those Santa scenes, man.
Yeah, that's that was intense. We're waiting for Gabby to watch that movie.
All right, so I should watch that to get into the holiday spirit.
Uh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what
Right.
kind of spirit you're gonna get into, but
All right, so I'll
Oh,
skip
good.
1 and 2 and just go straight to Terrifier 3 for December and get to Christmas feelings. That's what I should do?
yeah, I guess.
Alright. I'll watch Terrifier 3. I'll skip 1 and 2. I don't need 1
I
and
don't
2,
think you
right?
should though. I don't think you should.
I think 3, I'm just gonna go for 3 and see. I'm gonna gauge it with 3. 3 is the worst one, so I might as well just
Just
rip
go
the
off the
Band-Aid off.
deep
I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid I'll rip the Band-Aid off, go straight for 3, and record my reaction and send it to you, and I'm gonna
end.
realize how sick both of you are.
Oh
All
boy.
right. Enjoy that.
Yeah, I got a favorite of mine and my kids, a horror Christmas classic, and Gremlins.
Mhm.
Mm.
Gremlins
You
is
took
a
mine.
it's a horror
That's
Christmas
mine.
one. That yeah, it's a to me it's a great horror movie because it's a good introduction to horror for the kids. You know,
Yep.
my kids will grow up to love horror because I introduced them to this. This is the gateway to horror. It's the
Yeah.
Gremlins, you know. And for Christmas, it's just such a perfect combination. You know, here in our household, we're a big Gremlin family, huge. So that to me, that's like you know, one of those movies we watch as much as we watch Christmas Story and Home Alone. It's part of our repertoire in watching all these movies during the holidays.
Yeah, that was my pick because I like slashers, but for Christmas, I don't really connect those 2. So Gremlins came into mind because it is around Christmas. Gizmo's so cute. Like, it was something that is cute that he gets as a gift, and it's still, like, a Christmas present.
Yeah,
And then it does become horror because the Gremlins they're not scary, but it's, like, funny scary, and, like, they still kinda do some gory things, but
yeah,
it's a fun watch, it's entertaining. The actual Gremlins themselves, I think, hold up to this day. It was made in the '80s, like, I know it's like little puppets and it makes you laugh, but, like, I think they still look good for when it
yeah.
was made.
Oh yeah.
That movie holds
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I
They're
think that movie
terrible.
holds
They're
up.
little assholes.
Yeah, they're little assholes. But even
Yes.
Gizmo's like, it has everything, it has a little bit of everything for whoever's watching. So, like, it is for kids, like, Gizmo's adorable. There's still, like, kind of a love story. There is horror, there's action. I love Gremlins. Gremlins is such a good movie.
Yeah, that scene with the mom taking them all out in her
Yeah,
house, you know, and she's fighting them in the kitchen. That's terrifying, man.
it is terrifying.
I I don't know if any of us would survive a in-house gremlin attack, you know?
Uh,
No.
I mean, if you remember their weakness, you might. But
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't think anybody. I think eventually they find out the weakness at the end, but yeah. I mean, I see Molly Mall pulled up a couple images here. Definitely a lot of the more iconic ones that a lot of people know today came from Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
You know, but that movie I feel like deserves a Gremlins 3. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think there's room to make a Gremlins 3 or even a reboot of that movie.
I
mm,
think a reboot would be interesting. It's just,
Yeah.
you'd have to do it right. That's every
You
reboot.
yeah,
Like,
you
is
don't
it
think
necessary?
You don't think there's room for another Gremlins feature, Akash?
Well, of course, yeah, but you know, it's the curse of the remakes. Like
Uh,
most of them are terrible. There's only a
yeah,
few that stand out. So if I personally have like a really good feeling about a movie that I watched in the past, whether it's clouded in nostalgia or not, I prefer that not to be re-released again, just
right.
because I don't want it to potentially be ruined by, you know, some Joe Schmo who saw Green, you know, and thought he'd
Yeah,
make a quick buck over ruining something that I thought was special in my
Right.
childhood or, my early adult years or whatever.
yeah.
So,
Did you guys get to watch the animation Secrets of the Mogwai? It was on HBO Max.
Mm-mm.
It
mm,
was if you guys have a chance, take a look. It was a really good animation. It definitely worked. It worked in giving us something new from that Gremlins franchise. Uh, not in a movie form, but like a there's actually 2 seasons of it on an episodic show, which is great. It's my kids loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought that format worked really well to bring back the Gremlins and hopefully like I said, for me, I would love to see a Gremlins movie if it's only done correctly.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's animated. Okay.
Yeah, it's an animated one. Yeah,
Mm.
Secrets of the Mogwai.
With Gizmo. Nice.
Yeah, with
Is
Gizmo.
this
It's cool, man.
the same Gizmo from the movie, or is this like
Yeah,
a
same. No, same Gizmo. Yeah,
okay?
Oh,
Okay.
he's adorable. He's so
and it's
cute.
cute.
Seems
Yeah,
cute. Yeah.
yeah, man. Gizmo's awesome.
Add it to
Yeah, but
my
add to your
ever-growing watch list.
ever-growing
I
watch
know.
this. I agree.
It's so long.
Yeah, but yeah, there's not too many other Christmas horrors. I mean, I looked up a list, and a lot of them I'm gonna have to take a gander at and take a look. But most of them, looks like they got some really bad reviews, and I don't know if I can waste an hour and a half watching a movie when I can be watching something much better. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that Home Alone is a horror movie.
Ah,
Make that argument. You know,
you
the
know what?
fucking
I
yeah, it's a kid that wakes up home by himself, and then he's stalked by these guys, and then he just tries to figure out elaborate ways to fucking kill them.
Not
You
be
know,
killed. Yeah. It's a home invasion. It's a home invasion of a child. Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
then
sure
he's
he's
just trying
killed
not to
them
get
a
murdered.
couple times.
He's trying not to get murdered.
no, I can agree with that, man. I'm looking for something that I saw a few days ago that really drives the point home that okay, so somebody went through a what they call a thoughtful investigation that Kevin McAllister is a psychopath. So here are so here are some things that like it made me wonder too. I'm like, man, this kid is a psychopath. I don't know if you guys heard the theory that he becomes Jigsaw in Saw movies because he's such a master of like creating these like these traps, you know.
I have to see that.
So, but anyway, so the the first one they pointed out was that he uses the phone to order a pizza instead of call the police.
What?
Okay, he had a chance, right? He had the chance to call the cops. He didn't. He orders the pizza, right? There's that one scene with what are the names of the criminals? Marv and
Harry,
ah, Harry.
Right.
Harry is the tall one, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
there's
been a while though.
Harry
Yeah.
Wet
or
bandits.
Marv. The wet bandits, right? There's one scene where the guy gets electrocuted.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
they show this scene. Hold on, they show this scene where he's like, that's a murder in my book, if any, you know.
I
Yeah,
told
that's
you.
true.
I told you.
Then you got the fact that he shoots a man point blank in the face. All right, and he smiles while he does it. And he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I mean,
then also he enjoys torturing his subjects. Like, I mean, those traps were insane.
they were very elaborate for what was he 10?
Yeah,
How old was
9
he?
or 10. The fact that he was able
Very
to
elaborate.
outwit two grown adults, you know? And then if that the scene where he puts that hot iron on the doorknob, right? Where the guy burns his hand. They're calling it that's a sadistic idea. Like just imagine you're a 10-year-old and you're thinking, how can I really hurt these guys? Like to the point of like maiming them. It's the guy's crazy. The kid's crazy, man.
Yeah.
They say he's calm and collected before he nearly decapitates somebody with the swinging paint can.
Yeah, with the paint can, yeah.
You know,
And I
like
mean,
I get hit.
in the other one too, he's throwing bricks at people's
He's
heads,
throwing
and he's
bricks.
like,
Yeah,
I
he
think they
he
get hit
burns
with bricks, no?
he burns the guy's hair. You know,
So yes, clearly a psychopath. He shows no remorse, no guilt. He has no real feelings.
no.
Just ready to murder these two adults. That's fine.
Mhm.
And here's the
Doesn't
here's the final proof that he's a psycho. When he's in the kitchen eating his mac and cheese, he's eating it with a knife and fork.
Clearly psychotic.
what you
So
don't?
I mean, a fork, yes. A knife, for what?
Yeah. To chop it up. You don't do
To
that?
to to to, s- to slice my macaroni
Slice
into little
into it,
pieces.
exactly.
You know? Oh boy. But yeah, coming across this post made me rethink my whole outlook on Home Alone. You know, it's definitely a home invasion movie wrapped up in a Christmas tale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
he
true.
doesn't he
It,
meet Trump in the second one?
He
yeah,
does.
Yeah.
the Plaza Hotel.
That's
Yeah, the
kind of
Plaza
scary
Hotel.
too, ain't it? Political. Oops.
We don't mention that guy's name on the podcast.
Uh,
What?
bleep it out. Bleep it out. We'll
Yeah.
be right back.
But yeah, but I don't really got any other movies really that I can watch for Christmas that has a horror edge to them. You know,
Yeah.
from here on out, for me after December 5th, which is Krampus Day, it's all Christmas movies for me.
I
What about
think
the Grinch? You think the Grinch can be kind of horror-ish? He's stealing gifts. You know, nah, he's
I
just a
think he's meant to be. I think he's more like Creepmas, where he's more creepy than anything, because
right.
he just looks like he doesn't belong. But I feel like that's more of it's a bullying story. Like they bullied him to a point where he had to like just leave. And he also like, I mean,
Also,
he's
just
upset with everyone, and like maybe people are the problem in that movie.
and 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 for our audience, just know that the cinema subway does not stand for bullying. Okay, we are against bullying.
So yeah, that
Okay,
Yeah.
just
picture is creepy. I
you
think he's
know,
creepy looking, but I think maybe he's just a little misunderstood, the Grinch.
I do love the Jim Carrey the Grinch. I think that's one of his finest roles.
So if we were going to talk about favorite Christmas movies, that would be definitely up there for me. That's definitely something
It's
I watch every December. Like if I don't, it's not Christmas unless I watch that movie because of Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. With the remember the list, he's like, hate, loathe,
So yeah,
hate, double hate.
yeah, no,
No,
he's
he's
made the movie.
But you know what? Speaking of Jim Carrey, I'm loving what he's doing now, with the Sonic movies. Anybody a big fan of the Sonic movies?
Yeah, I love the first two, man. Can't wait for the
I
Yeah,
third
love
one.
them.
I didn't know there's a third one coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No idea. But
Is it not?
I
Wait, is it
think
not out already? Or no,
oh,
it's
is it?
coming out. It's coming
I
out.
think it's coming
It's
out.
coming.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
coming out.
Uh,
he plays two roles in that. He plays Dr. Robotnik and I think his father.
oh my god,
Robotnik Senior,
really?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that. So
But
I
he
watched Sonic.
is
Yeah, he's so
sorry, go
good.
ahead.
I
What
watched
you were saying,
Sonic
Gabby?
like I watched Sonic like with my niece and nephew, kind of like not begrudgingly, but I'm like, sure, whatever, let's watch this. And I sat down to watch it because everything Jim Carrey did, I was dying laughing. So I was like, I sat and watched the whole movie because of Jim Carrey. And I thought Sonic was gonna be so dumb, but it was hilarious just because of Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
It
he
was
he
so good.
really that movie to me like it really I became a fan after the first one before the first one came out and those first images of what Sonic looked like. Remember that?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
people
That's
hated
not
it.
terrifying.
They're like, "What is this shit? Like, what are you? You know?" The public spoke up and the studios heard. I had never seen that before. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, that had to be the first time that happened. But
It has to
god
be right.
damn, it was
That
horrible.
that is a cursed image. That
It
is
is.
cursed. That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
most studios don't give a shit what the audience thinks. They're gonna go ahead and put it out anyway. But the fact that they listened to us and there was such a huge like negative response to that. But yeah, where Molly Mall's putting it up that before image. Oh man, what a horrendous looking creature design that was.
I think it's his little teeth make it just so terrible. I don't know what it is. He just looks so
The eyes
terrifying.
too. The eyes are
Yeah, no,
god
it's
awful.
so bad.
Yeah,
It's
but they went back and they fixed it. I'm sure it was an expensive fix, but the final version
thank
that we
God,
got
yeah.
that Sonic that we're now experiencing is just on point. It really is straight from the video game, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It came out so well, like and that made me a fan. And the movie was great. It's a fantastically well put movie. The sequel was great too.
Yeah.
And now with the third movie, what's great about it is that they're using the same actors. They're showing up in every single movie. I love the
Yeah.
continuity of it. That's great. And the fact that they got Keanu Reeves like voicing Shadow, right? That's sick, man. John Wick.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
definitely
they
one
had
I'm going to go see in the theater.
no, they had good voice. It was Idris Elba was Knuckles, no? In the second one?
Knuckles.
Yeah, he was.
Yes,
Mhm.
Idris Elba like they're getting yeah, really good actors. And then yeah, Jim Carrey is just they're I feel like they're letting him do whatever he wants and it is paying off because it really was he's so funny in both of them.
Yeah, I remember reading something about Jim Carrey a few years ago that he was kind of done with acting in Hollywood. He was over it. I guess he was getting a couple of roles that he wasn't really into. He what was that one movie he did where he plays kind of like a street level superhero? Oh man, it has the girl was called Hit Girl.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
Kick-Ass. Was it
I guess,
Kick-Ass?
yeah.
Kick Ass.
I guess too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's in the sequel, right? Where he
Yeah.
plays and he was very displeased with that role. I guess he didn't know what he was getting into, but he had already committed to doing it, and that role really turned him off from acting in any future roles. And I don't know what happened between then and then the Sonic movie, but he decided to get back into acting and go via the Sonic route and play Dr. Robotnik. And I think that might have maybe inspired his love for movies again. He's a really great actor. He's got a lot of range, especially when he plays like characters like from video games and popular children's books, you know?
Yeah, I think
Has he been
he's
in
great.
anything besides Sonic recently? Or
No, I think he
No.
did a show. I think he was in a show a
Oh, yeah.
few yeah, he was playing like I never watched it, but I think he was playing like a TV host or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember much of it. But
It was
his
Kidding. The show is
yes,
called Kidding.
yes.
okay.
Did you watch
I
that?
thought it was more serious though. It was something about like him being in therapy, I thought. Or it was like
Right.
I thought it was more a more serious role.
Yeah.
But then he did
I like
Kidding.
series.
Yeah.
I like serious Jim Carrey. I think he's like one of those actors that has range for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I'm sure for most of us, we know Jim Carrey, the silly Jim Carrey, you know, the comedic Jim Carrey.
Right.
So I prefer him doing those roles. So I think he just fits so perfectly in the Sonic franchise. Considering that I thought he died in part two, and somehow he's back.
Yeah, they can't get rid of
These
him.
characters never die, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
no.
yeah,
Always
nah,
find a way to come back.
And Dr. Robotnik was the main dude. He can't die.
no, he
He's the
can't
main
die. No,
villain.
no, no.
He's the main villain. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm definitely a huge fan of that franchise, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure part three is gonna be good too. You know?
Yeah, I didn't know they got Keanu, so I'm actually more excited for that now.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good voice actor.
Yeah, I love Keanu.
He was what was he in Toy Story? Duke Kaboom,
Yeah,
the Canadian stunt bicyclist rider, right?
yeah, it's funny.
Which
Yeah,
Toy
he's good.
Story was that?
The last one.
Oh, I
Toy
didn't
Story
see it.
4.
Yeah, the one where they get lost they get trapped in some pawn store. There he is. Yeah, he was awesome in that role. He let
He was. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, his voice just lends well to animated characters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh
He
yeah, so
played Johnny Silverhand. And he had a pretty big role in that. So that was my first introduction of him voice acting, I think. If I'm not mistaken. And then I saw the Sonic movies after that.
yeah, he's coming out in a video game movie that's being showcased on Netflix. I forget. Oh man, I wish I knew off the top of my head the name of this. But he's also using his voice in one of the I guess it's a combination of short animations,
Mm.
kind of similar to like Ready Player One.
That's on Netflix?
Yeah, that's coming out. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pull that up for later.
Is it Berserker? BRZRKR?
No, but that's actually that's a comic book he wrote.
Ah,
That's
okay,
a
okay.
yeah, that's a comic book he wrote and created. And I heard he's making that into either a TV show or a movie.
Yeah, I see it's a live action movie. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good comic book. I ended up getting into it a few years ago. The first book came out during the pandemic, and I picked up the first issue, fell in love with it, and then continued picking up every issue afterwards. And it's a really good story. It wasn't sorry, it wasn't Netflix. It was Amazon, and the movie, or I guess it's a movie, Secret Level.
Ah, the show Secret Level. Yeah.
It's a show, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so he's in it. They use his likeness to do. I guess the short that he's in is off of Cyberpunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah.
there. I
They're
don't,
go ahead.
what happened?
No, I was saying go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying there is a cool trailer if you guys haven't seen that yet.
Hmm.
Is it out though? It's out on Amazon?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet. That's
It
cool.
I'm
should
sure
be
it'll
out
be out.
this year, right? Yeah.
It says
Yeah,
December
I don't know.
10th.
Ah,
Oh, so
yeah.
that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching it. Yeah, first episode December 10th, but it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
really looking
just
forward to it.
adapting different popular video games into like mini episodes. I'm not exactly sure if it's contained stories, meaning like they're just taking one game and then making like a side story out of that, or just combining different like video games into one episode. I think it's the latter, but regardless, is gonna be good. So I'll be watching.
Yeah, it looks like they're releasing 2 episodes released every week.
Mm, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah. No, it looks good. I'm all about video game movies, man.
So I feel like I have that conversation with my cousins all the time is video game adaptations and like what films do the video game justice. And there's like
Mm.
one, but there's like there are a couple that were like in our head. They're like it was good enough to to compare to the video game, but there's like so many bad ones that that like it's
Mm.
like 90% bad and like 10% good.
Oh
But
yeah, there
that's
are.
a discussion of like what video game movie adaptation was actually good that you stand by, and that could be another hot take because I'm sure Akash and you both, I think all of us have a movie that's based off a video game that in our head was good, but we have to like stand up for it because it was probably crap to everybody else.
Oh, oh,
Mm.
really? I mean,
I
I
thought it
know.
was pretty unanimous. I thought they were all bad until pretty recently.
Yeah, I
See,
mean,
so
I
that's your
don't.
opinion though. So there's like which the worst one that I can think of is the Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, that
But
was
people
terrible.
stand
Ooh.
up for that. People stand up for that, and that's a hot take. I think it's universally hated, but I feel like there are people that are like, it wasn't that bad. It had to
But
walk the
but
other ones
let's
through.
just wait. Let's just make it clear. We are talking about that garbage '90s live action Mario one, right?
Yes,
Not
yeah.
Yes, I
not
agree. I
the
agree with it's garbage, but you watch
not the
it for nostalgic reasons.
yeah, not the
You
great
can watch it to make
Super
fun of it.
Mario movie we got. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
No,
one,
not
yeah,
the
that one
one
was
that
garbage.
came out last year, the older one.
Yeah, no, that
No,
one
it
was
was
fantastic.
the new Mario with Chris Pratt. That was
Yes.
fine. That's good.
It's
What?
a me, Chris
Uh-oh.
Pratt.
That was good. You should be I should be seeing more enthusiasm from that. That was good.
It was good. It was fine.
Oh, that was not fine
No,
or good. That was
cute.
great.
It was cute. It was good. I just at that time, Chris Pratt was in every single movie, so I was just like, I was just being a hater.
Oh,
Why is
okay,
he in
all right.
every single movie? He's every single movie for like a solid 2 years, and I'm like, I had enough of him. And for him to be Mario, Charlie Day could be in anything, and I'll watch it. So Charlie Day was Luigi. That's fine. But Chris Pratt, he did fine. It was good. It was still a good movie. But that was my only. I'm just being a hater.
Yeah, hashtag Gabby is a Chris Pratt hater.
No, I don't hate him. It was just too much of him for two
Yeah,
years. They couldn't find anyone else to be Mario.
He was a good voice. He did it. He knocked it out the park, I think.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that it
But
could have been anyone
I do
else.
agree. I do agree that that first Mario movie was garbage, though. Yeah, that
I don't
movie.
know who would say it's
It's fun
good.
to watch to see how
Who's
bad it is.
who's out there saying it's good?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are saying it's good. I think Gabby secretly likes that movie.
What?
Definitely not my hot take, but it would be fun to watch to make fun of it because of how
Oh,
bad it is.
absolutely, absolutely.
Of
Yeah.
how bad it is. You have like nightmares about Bowser and all like the whatever.
Oh my God,
What were
the
they?
Koopas, the way
The
they
Koopas are
looked.
so
those
scary.
Holy
those
crap!
Koopa Troopas.
Oh my God.
They were so
Who
scary.
who greenlit that?
But I
That's
think that'd be a good
funny.
topic for next time. Movie
Like
adaptation.
just I guess good and bad video game movie adaptations.
Mhm.
Definitely.
That'd be a,
There's
that'd be
so
a short
many.
episode. That'd be a short episode. I'll tell you that right now.
That's funny.
It would be short, but I think there are a handful that are good or better than the trash that is out there. It's like again, it's like 90% trash, maybe 95% trash, and then 5% good.
Yeah.
Emphasis
What do
on
you guys?
handful.
You know what? I'll keep my opinion to myself because I don't. I'd rather not hear it until next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
then
I'm looking
also,
at a list.
yeah, you're looking at a list and it's not
Yeah,
looking good.
You know what? I'm surprised some of these are considered. Oh, yeah, most of them are trash. But there's like one or two that I like a lot.
See, there's a couple. There's a handful that
Mhm.
are good for what they are. So like it's in the world of a video game. It's not like the actual story of the video game because the video game is such an expansive world that for you to make a movie would be insane. And like you can make
Yeah.
a movie based in that world and it could be good, but it's really hard. It's very difficult to put that on screen. So it it's you're talking about how hard movies are to make and you don't crap on any movies. They're very difficult to make video game movies because it's the world that they created in the video game that you can play through and you have to put it in a 2-hour movie, even
Yeah.
less. So that's incredibly hard.
No, that's true. That's so true. I do love this topic for next episode. We'll definitely cover good and bad video game movies. Definitely, that's it's. I feel like there'll be some hot takes and some favorites and some a little hatred coming from us. Yeah,
Always.
I'm definitely down for that being our next episode.
Yeah, I could get into it right now, but I, Akash, will hold my tongue until next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Thank you,
Save that
Akash.
energy. So anyway, final thoughts. You guys do any shopping? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, anything? Did you guys pick anything up?
No, I have to save. I didn't buy anything because I was wiped out from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I did. I
No.
did get a new mic,
Oh, that's good.
so hopefully my audio will improve. Yeah. No. Yeah. So in closing, as usual, please, if you haven't, go to our Instagram at the Cinema Subway. Give us a follow. We would appreciate the support. We also have a new TikTok account with also the name at the Cinema Subway. So go over there and give us a follow. And our main account where we really do most of our podcasts is here on YouTube. So please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. I got some things in the works that coming soon that I'm going to share with the team later. And hopefully it's stuff that will continue you continue the audience liking us and supporting us and enjoying what we're doing. So until next time, guys, I appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks.
Before we
Bye.
go, I have something I want to say.
Oh,
Uh, just in closing, uh, I want to apologize for last episode. You know, the Avengers hot take was pretty out there. You know,
Wow.
it's not something that I necessarily think is correct at this moment. I wanna take that one back. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as a last statement, I also want to say that Tenet is the best movie I've ever seen.
oh,
It
wow.
makes
Okay.
sense. It makes sense to me completely. I got it on the first go. So much so where I don't have to watch it again. I think it's his best movie. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
What did he
Oh,
say?
And that's The Avengers. This movie is hot garbage. Like, toilet, like Taco Bell toilet bad, alright? I absolutely don't like this movie at all.
So I don't know. I really did not like Tenet.
I think it was a very self-indulgent movie. It was probably the most self-indulgent Christopher Nolan movie, and I love Christopher Nolan's films. But that one kind of just hindered on my patience just a little bit.
W's in the shot.
I think
That's true.
I think Akash is being naughty and he might get a visit from Krampus this week.
Uh, it might be the arthritis getting to me, but that's how I feel at this current moment.
Gosh, yeah,
So,
you redeemed yourself, and then you went right back into Krampus's sack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I might have a different opinion next week, but I'm just giving you my thoughts as they are currently. So that's all I have to say.
Ah, that's a good
thank you,
take.
thank you for sharing your opinion.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do
anytime.
appreciate that.
We appreciate
Yes,
you. We appreciate
yes.
you,
Thank you
Akash.
so much. Okay, guys. Until next time on the Cinema Subway. We wish you a good day. Take care, guys.